one not for a title, but it is our official pro MMA fight of the evening between Christopher Miles, 0-1 out of Huntington, West Virginia, and Michael Jones, 0-1 out of Warsaw, Virginia. And what do we know about these two fighters here tonight, Elijah?
Well, I've heard both guys, even though they lost their debuts, they fought tough competition. And I'm super excited about this one. I talked to Mike Jones before the fight. He's a judo player. He's been doing judo since 2010. And I expect him to be really tough to take down, have a good base there. Like, you've got Chris here as a wrestler. So he'll probably be looking to take the fight to the ground. With that judo base, though, I have a feeling that their grappling might cancel each other out. They might have a hard time getting each other down. We might see a stand-up war.
And guys, can I add to this real quick? Michael Jones and the Christopher Miles match was supposed to happen in new Line Cagefighting number 5. It was a highly anticipated match. You know, there was some jaws jabbering between each other. And then, you know, unexplained reasons, the fight got canceled, never got to happen. So now it's finally happening here. These guys, I did an interview with them both, and they was really excited just to get in here and prove themselves. Just because, I mean, you look at Michael Jones, how big he is, super heavyweight, and he specializes in that judo category while his opponent does wrestling. So this is the judo versus wrestling match here. I'm excited to see how this one goes, especially with the tension between these two, the fight not happening last year, or last event, I'm sorry, and then actually happening right now.
You got Mike Jones is a big man. You see him stepping into the cage right now. He's 6'3", 390 pounds. And up against him, Chris Miles, he's a 2-time state champion in jiu-jitsu. He's a high school state champion wrestler. He's won 2 Tough Mans, so he's very experienced.
Give it to Christopher Miles for the fire walkout music, too.
Yeah, really.
You got me ready to come in here and fight in the cage.
Well, difference in this one's going to be, gentlemen, that this is a 5-minute round-by-round situation that we're facing, so a lot more stamina being required here, but that is what it takes at the professional level.
And it's super heavyweight, so it makes you think going that full 5 rounds and being super heavyweight, I mean, how's this going to work out? I mean, this is going to be a crazy one, guys.
You have to think, too, you've got Jones, he's 4 inches taller, and he has a 70-pound weight advantage.
Right.
That's a huge weight advantage.
I was going to say, that could definitely pay dividends. He gets him on the ground.
If he ends up on top, which is not going to be easy against a state champion wrestler, you never know.
So it'll be interesting to see who can take control early on in this contest between these two, especially in this heavyweight division.
Both guys looking very focused coming in here. Ready to go. Like I say, this fight's been scheduled before. They've been waiting a long time to fight. They know each other well.
Oh, yeah. They're ready. You know, there was rumors this one backed out and didn't want to fight me, and then, no, you backed out. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just a lot of tension here, and they're going to be able to settle it here in just a second.
And you can see Miles staring him down as he came into the ring as well. And I said, Jones, he hasn't cracked a smile, hasn't broken character since he's come into the ring either. So it's been a year in the making.
These guys
for these
are definitely mean mugging each other a little bit.
Even in his interview, you know, when we had both guys in the call, I mean, Mike, he was just like business as usual. I mean, he was like he wanted no part of fun and games. Like, I'm coming in here to hurt you.
When I talked to him before the fight, he seemed very focused.
Yes.
Well, now here we go for our professional MMA fight, match 16 of 18 here this evening, and our final MMA bout of the night.
3 5-minute rounds here at the super heavyweight. Can't wait to see what this one holds, guys.
Now both feeling each other out here in the opening moments. As Miles works his way in, Jones.
You can see the experience of both of them. Two pros taking their time, looking for shots, looking for openings.
I really want to see the judo kick in from Mike.
Once they clinch up, that's when we're going to see it. And once
up against the cage,
once Miles starts to shoot on him, that's the thing. I expect to really see it in his takedown defense.
And I mean, look how quick these guys are.
And he told me he focuses a lot on boxing, so he's going to be looking to land those hands and stop the takedowns coming from the state champion wrestler in Miles. He's managing.
Gave our "Are you kidding me?" look as he turned back.
He's managing that distance well.
Man, takedown. What a quick jab to the body. I mean,
And
He also went for a Superman punch.
You can
which is
see
kinda weird to see.
he's getting confident. He's growing in confidence. He's seeing, all right, I got the timing on this guy a little
exactly.
bit.
That's a nice
Pleasure,
leg kick.
yeah.
Again, Miles connects first. Now you're starting to
Nice.
see him get closer.
Oh!
Taunting.
Tell him, Miles, yeah.
You can definitely see the bad blood between these
Yeah,
guys.
I mean,
Oh.
and watch. Let's see if the judo kicks in right here.
Here you see that's how
Cage.
he stopped that takedown because he's got good hips. Like
Wow.
that's that judo background.
Wow.
And right here in the clinch is where you'll see it.
Yeah.
Again, Miles trying to take out that knee right
Oh,
now. That
See,
is
he's sprawling
great
all over
defense.
him. Sprawling all over that takedown.
He's going to look to probably work the body right here. Landing some nice headshots.
Right now they're in a battle for head position.
Exactly.
Miles is keeping his head right under his chin. That's where he wants it. That's how you control the clinch.
Yeah. This is
Good head position. Good. He's controlling him now, keeping him pressed up against the cage, wearing him down a little bit.
You can tell both these guys know what they're doing. I mean, they did not disappoint.
I think
coming out of
Jones
the gate.
definitely has. He's the more physical of the two.
Yeah.
He might even be a little quicker. So
Jones is very quick.
putting like for such a big guy, it's wild. And
He's like, come on, man.
Miles putting him up against the cage. That's what he needs to be doing, wearing him down. a little bit.
He's got to watch.
Even if his shots, even if he's not landing these
Nice body
takedowns,
kick.
he needs to make him wrestle.
It looks
Nothing's more exhausting than wrestling.
It looks like Jones has a little bit of a bloody nose.
There it
Wow.
is. Beautiful
Wow.
timing on that takedown.
And that's what we was looking for.
That right there was a blast double leg, and it was timed perfectly. Right when Jones was charging in, he just, boom, speared him right in the chest, took him down.
Wow.
Now, getting a guy this size on his back, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him.
There'd be no way
Oh,
for him.
He's
got
got
him
him
on his
flattened
back.
out.
Looks like he's going to give up his back here.
Mobility's going to be the issue for Jones here.
I think he's strong enough to get out
Now,
of this, though.
If Miles isn't careful, he's going to be a little too high, and he's going to shake him off the top.
Exactly. I believe that's
He's
what's
going to shake him right out. If he tripods up,
It's just so much
now
weight.
he's in trouble.
Yeah,
Yep.
he can't get up now.
Now
Right.
he's in big trouble.
This might be stopped. Wait.
He's got it.
Yeah, I believe he is. He's waving it off. Miles has won.
I think that was a little bit of an early stoppage, and
Yeah, I
Jones
think that was-
disagrees with
that
me.
was a bad
Or Jones
stoppage.
agrees with me.
That
It was an early stoppage.
Bad stoppage.
I mean, hell, he had him flattened out. He was in a terrible spot, but those shots weren't doing that much damage.
And again, both
And-
congratulate each other afterwards. But yeah, it felt like that could have continued.
Well,
Jones
you got to
wasn't
think
hurt.
these guys have been preparing to fight each other a long time. You got to let it play out to the end.
Exactly. I mean, this was a very hyped up fight. I
And
think
now
it's-
he'll go on feeling like, okay, I got cheated. And you know, he was in a terrible spot. It may well have been
He was
stopped.
not hurt, though.
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
He wasn't hurt.
That's the thing. He's fine.
And I do believe, even with them shots being taken, he could have rolled out.
Not
of it. I mean,
taking
it was-
anything away from Chris Miles.
Right, no,
he
no,
had him
great
in a
fight.
terrible
And it was-
position.
Here's the replay.
That was a nice
All
body
right,
kick.
now let's watch the timing on this blast double leg here. You see Jones charge in, and then boom, he'll spear right down, change levels.
It looks like he kind of tripped and then drove him down to the ground.
It was a great
almost.
shoot. It was a great shoot by Miles. I mean, you can't take away anything from him here. But, I mean, I do agree. I would have loved to see the fight go a little bit longer. I don't think Jones was hurt at all.
Well,
I don't. And this fight was
The problem with being a super heavyweight the size of Jones, you don't want to end up on your back. When
No.
you're on your back, it's going to be tough to get up
it's
against
tough.
a guy that. Both these guys are so big, their top control is going to be very dominant.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Miles did a nice job because it looked like Jones was going to get him to lose his leverage there momentarily, and Miles was able to reposition himself.
He
to get
adjusted.
that
He was
spot.
too high on that back mount. That's a good catch. And he did. He readjusted well and kind of sunk back down, flattened him out. And once he had him flattened out, that's one of the worst positions to be in this sport because you can't do much, and it's hard to escape.
Great performance from both these guys. I mean, it definitely wasn't a disappointing
But
match.
it's not an inescapable position. I've seen guys get out of that.
Exactly. I don't. I mean, it is what it is.
Good fight either way. Good matchup.
Hey,
These guys might want to run it back eventually.
I was going to say, do I sound ridiculous to say rematch in the future?
I would like to see it because that's it. This was a great matchup.
Yeah.
It's not taken away from Miles. He won that fight.
Yeah, he won.
You know, it's the ref's job to stop the fight, and he stopped it. Miles got what he wanted. He wanted that stoppage. He did everything right.
I want him to run it back.
Is it wrong of us to just I love seeing them fight. I want to see them fight.
Yeah,
we should have these guys fight every month.
Yeah, I want to see him run it back and let him go a little bit longer. I do, because I would have loved to see.
I think it was a very excellent matchup. It's good matchmaking in this fight, and like even a very evenly matched fight.
And it's disappointing to see it end so early when you have two evenly matched guys go up against each other. You know what I mean?
And now it's a different ball game too with those 5-minute rounds.